Welcome everybody. I hate doing these. I don't know why. I hate the intros. They cringe me out. So, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us again on episode 2. Last episode, I didn't go into detail about what was going on. Why was there like a long ass break or whatever? But we're gonna avoid seasons now. This is probably gonna be a continuous thing. We'll see how that works. We'll give it a try. And I hope you guys enjoy it too. And I hope you guys also enjoy yesterday's podcast, which was Cherry Pod, and tomorrow's, which is Graveyard Shift. Well, technically, no, actually, yes. Tomorrow is the premiere of Graveyard Shift. I hope you guys enjoy that. I'm in it as well, behind the scenes. It's Legacy hosting, Javi, Rado, and Ari. MG she's a guest as well. Talk about conspiracy theories, aliens, ghosts, all that good stuff. So check that out if you're interested. Today on episode 2, we have somebody who I didn't think we were gonna be friends, which is so fucking weird. We'll talk about that in a bit. Also, I was in her podcast, Built for the Hustle. If you haven't checked that out, make sure you guys check that out. Spotify, right?
And Apple
Music. Everybody has Apple Podcasts, so you're able to check it out. She has some really cool guests talking about business and talking about just Built for the Hustle. So please, round of applause for Natalia. How are you doing today?
Well, thank you for having me on. I'm doing great, and thanks for the plug-in. But I'm good.
I'm sorry. Take care of the phone. Look at it, because Graveyard's texting. They might get here. Oh my god, he has an Android.
Oh.
No, my god.
Dang, Androids suck.
Come on, dude.
I'm the only one with the Android.
So you're the one ruining it for the group.
Well, I had to give him my iPhone. So he's like in, but like as the email. Yeah.
Why you gotta do them like that?
Come on, dog.
Hey, God.
You're a welder. You should be. You do pretty good.
Hold on.
He wants to be different. He wants to be different.
Okay.
You are not different, Chris, bro.
That's not the good type
Thank
of different.
I'm playing. It's a joke. All right. How was the drive?
It was. I'm not a good driver.
Women.
I'm not even gonna argue that. I took a few wrong turns, but I'm here.
You said one.
One turned into like 2.
Okay. Later on, 2 turns into 3.
But I counted the second one as part of the first one because it was like in the middle of the detour. So, but I'm here.
Well,
All is good.
yeah.
I made it.
And you weren't even late. You were like perfect.
I was actually like 7 minutes late.
You were fine with us because we were still setting up. So.
Okay.
Do me a favor, turn that fan off. We're gonna be suffering. I like making my guests like suffer through this shit.
Okay, I actually like don't mind when the air is off.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Leave it on. No, I'm playing. Turn it off. Turn it off. Yeah. Thank you. He always calls me that. He uses coach. Yeah. I don't know. So we went to school together.
Yeah, we did.
Never talked.
Nope.
Probably like eye contact like once.
Honestly, I don't even think so.
It was probably just crossing
I just knew
paths.
of you.
Okay, but explain it. You always say that, like, oh, I knew of you, but
Yeah.
how does that make sense? What do you mean by that?
I just kind of knew people. I didn't know them personally, but like you pass people up in the hallway, you know?
So it's like, you just, oh, it's this guy.
I recognize you. You're a familiar face. That makes sense.
Kind of. It's a bit weird.
I don't know how else to explain it.
Okay.
But yeah.
No, yeah. I guess I can kind of like.
I feel like I never talked to you because in high school, I used to be told like all the time that I was like Blair Waldorf. And I don't know if you've ever seen Gossip Girl. Okay, well, she's a character and she's really conceited at times. And I was very much like that. So you just didn't fit that vibe.
Really?
At the time, like
I've heard the
preppy.
total opposite.
Really?
I've heard that that I look like I was full of myself.
Really? It's like, I mean, I guess we might have been in that same headspace, but like I was
just in different
aspects.
Yeah.
Because I was super like kind of preppy, especially in my last 2 years.
And I wasn't preppy.
Yeah, I was. I thought like
You think we would have butt heads back then, maybe?
I feel like it would have taken a lot to be friends just because I look down upon anyone who did anything remotely like taboo. And so if
Elaborate. I know what it means, but elaborate. Like taboo means very like different stuff to different people. Would you know? What?
so like I guess at that time you can say I was very goody two shoes. Like I never did anything bad. I had a reputation to uphold, and anyone who did anything remotely astray from that, I judged for sure.
Where the fuck is my drink?
Way back there. Way.
Oh.
Way in the back. Wrong side. Dude.
Oh. So I was like,
I
can't
thought
find my
you were
drink.
looking for your water. I'm like, bro, it's like on the floor.
No. Okay. So. Okay. Now we're here. I don't know. I feel like we had a photo shoot. So a little backstory on how we met. We had a photo shoot a while back, and I met her mom. Super nice lady.
I feel like you've pretty much met my entire family.
Yeah. Like.
Wait, have you met my brother?
No. In person, no. I have not. But I know of him. You've talked about him.
Yeah.
I've seen videos of him.
I post him quite a bit.
I basically know who he
Yeah.
is, you know. So I basically do know your family, which is weird. I met your mom first. You know, she was super, super cool. And then I met your dad a second time. We were
Oh, yeah.
Not a second time. The second time we were talking about business stuff.
Yeah.
Mature people stuff. Grown up stuff.
Grown up stuff.
At a Dunkin' Donuts at 8 a.m. in the morning.
It was that early?
I don't even remember.
Oh.
But I remember I was just like,
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I got you there that early.
I wouldn't. I'm a morning person, so you know, no worries. But he was a really cool guy too. We were talking, you know, very, you know, interactive.
Do you think I take after my mom or my dad more, like personality wise, or neither?
Your dad,
My dad.
100% your dad.
Really?
Yeah. Matter of fact, I don't know if I told you this, but you kind of look like your dad.
Oh, I feel like I look a little bit like both, but for sure, like
Most
my
of your dad.
Yeah.
Um,
But our personalities, like, I feel like my dad is just serious around everyone and anyone. We're like, I'm serious, like, when it has to be serious, but like off camera or like in my personal life, it's very different.
I guess kind of maybe, yeah. I thought you were gonna say that he's serious with like people he doesn't know. And I was gonna say, well, that was kind of you, you know.
Yeah, fair.
But no, I feel like he wasn't serious. I feel like he was very engaging and he was just
Yeah.
talking and talking. What I like about your parents is they talk to me as an adult. They talk to me, you
Oh, they're
know,
like that with everyone.
as a grown man,
Yeah.
you know, and they didn't. You'll be surprised the amount of
Really?
like adults you talk to or I talk to, and they kind of like belittle me, and I'm like, bro, like I'm not a
Really?
fucking child, you know. So when I was talking to your parents, they were very respectful and
You
they
know-
were very like cool and
Yeah.
like treated me like I was a grown man. I was like, I'll hold it down on gang.
You know, it's
Can you
funny-
say that?
Yeah. Wait,
On-
what?
say
On
on
gang?
gang. Bro,
Okay, you introduced me.
I made her say, I was like, bro, it's on gang, bro.
I was like, what does that mean?
So it was like on God or something.
Yeah.
But you put it on the gang.
Well, yeah, that's not in my vocabulary, but apparently it's a thing.
Yeah.
But it's funny you say that though, because when my parents were, well, I mean, I guess you can kind of say that they're still not done raising us or whatever, but when we were really little, they like talked to us like adults. Like that never changed. So I feel like they approach like kids and like young adults, like if you speak to them like an adult, they're gonna get it quicker.
No.
So they like treat like they've always treated all my friends and peers like with that same respect. So or like I wouldn't say respect, but like that same way of communication. And I
What a
feel like-
way! What a
yeah.
way to not make me feel special anymore. Damn. Do me a favor. Text them to text you personally when they're here. Like just have it, just lock it. But like, you can just have it, lock it whenever you're done sending it. Just take a seat, bro. It's okay.
My bad. I was fixated on it. You said say what?
Just say to call you like on your personal number whenever they're here, so you can go get
Am
them.
I gonna meet like the entire team?
Not entire. It's like,
Oh.
how many of us? 1, 2, 3, 3 more people.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
They're the newest ones, actually.
No way.
Except for one guy. One guy's been there for like the beginning.
Wait, so how many of you guys are
There's
there?
20 of us.
20?
There's 17 here, 3 in LA. That's why we're going to LA
When are you guys going?
in December.
Oh,
Like
that is so cool.
the first week of December. We're going to pull up
That's going to be super cool.
and we're going to put him in a ritual.
In a ritual?
What's that MS-13 shit? Like you get beat up for 13 seconds and then you're part of the team? Yeah. Or the gang?
No way.
Yeah. You know that?
Oh, no.
It's actually in his girlfriend's motherland. They do that. They go.
That's
and
insane.
You want to be a part of this fucking gang? Like we're going to beat your ass for 13 seconds?
You know what's... Okay, you want to know a fun fact?
Go ahead.
I was in a sorority for like a few months. And you know like how they do like the initiation and all that? Bro, like some of that stuff is like kind of weird and trippy.
Do you want to share? Can you share?
I don't know. Well, technically, I quit that sorority.
Because of that? Or because it was weird?
No, there was other stuff to it.
If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. We can talk about it off camera.
Yeah, we'll do that.
We'll talk about it off
We'll
camera.
do that. I don't want to get in trouble.
Secretly record like the whole thing. Like hell yeah. Pay for that type of shit. No. Yeah, there's like a whole thing happening. Well, not no more. It actually got better. Salvador got
Yeah.
better.
Really?
So cool. You know, so there was a place like filled with gang members and everything, and they got this new president, and he was like, "Fuck that." So what he did was, if you were affiliated with that,
Yeah.
jail time. All the gang members that passed away, they would go to the tombstones and break the tombstones off. No history of them anymore. All the graffiti, they took it off. So now Salvador is like a thriving place.
Wow, I did not know that.
If you see the videos on how they're treated, that shit's insane.
Huh.
Shirtless, sweaty, like skin on skin, like all together. That's nasty as fuck.
Recently, like my girlfriend, she's gonna go to El Salvador for the first time ever in October. Her brother went recently because it's a lot more safer now. So they're like
Yeah.
in their head, you know, there's like a safe place and everything. They're
Yeah.
like open minded. They're like, okay, now, like my kids are gonna be safe and everything in El Salvador.
Yeah, basically. It's crazy. It's super
Wow.
insane. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I would have never imagined that.
Oh, and then if you want to try to leave MS-13, they kill you.
Yeah, if you try leaving, they'll kill you. You're
Yeah.
done. You're dead.
Not leave it. Once you're there, you're there.
It's on gang. At that point, it's on gang,
It's on
bro.
life, it's on gang.
Dude, tell me about, speaking about fucking killing people and all that, tell me about Big Heroes Tiny Homes.
Oh, Big Heroes Tiny Homes? Okay, so, well, what about it? There's like a ton I can tell
So,
you.
like, you would consider yourself to be part of, like, the beginning of that.
Yeah, so actually, let's kind of backtrack then a little. So, Big Heroes Tiny Homes, it's a student-led organization with high school students that design and build tiny homes for homeless veterans. And so, I was part of the starting group on it. I was the first lead architect at Summer Creek. And so, I designed the very, very first tiny house for a veteran. And so, now we're, 6-7 years in now. And I think there's like maybe 10 or more houses that we've built. And who knows how many veterans at this point have circled the program, but it's grown a lot. We have a lot of, well, not a lot, but most of all, the high schools in our school district participating. We've had a ton of other people inquire about it. So we're hoping it grows past our school district. But it's pretty cool. It's been super exciting. I've been on Tamron Hall's TV show for it, several local news segments, and it's been just a whole experience. It's been insane.
You got clout out of that, huh? Don't lie.
I mean, I don't want to say yes, but
She got clout. She got clout. Let's go ahead and we have a clapping sound effect.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
So cool. I wish I got clout out of shit like that, honestly.
Well, honestly, like, it almost feels like it was so surreal. It feels like it never happened.
But you're still a big part of that right now.
Oh, yeah. Like, I try to be, for sure. Like, I was just there today, and literally, within the past week, they have just started building the 5th house at Summer Creek. Like, it's literally just the base right now. Like, if you were to go out there right now.
So
it's
this
just
takes
base.
time.
It takes almost a school year to build a whole tiny house with a bathroom, kitchen, bedroom, everything. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't know why. Like not that I like sat and did the math, but I would assume you guys had like 20 to 30 houses by now.
No.
But basically, it's like a house per year.
Yeah, it's a house per year. I think right now we're 4 or 5 high schools, and so each one's producing a house.
Oh.
Every school year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. So 5 high schools. 5 houses.
About 4 or 5 high schools. So yeah, 4 or 5 per school year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we've been doing it for like 6 or 7 years, I think. Don't mark my words.
So around.
It's been a while.
20, maybe.
No, because we haven't had all the high schools.
Didn't start off. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
It started with just 2 high schools.
Yeah.
So I think right now we're like at 10, 11-ish. This is the first full school year with all of them participating. So yeah.
Okay, that makes sense a little more.
It's taken time for it to grow.
Yeah.
For sure. Hey, I have to say I admire that you actually took notes, because when you came on my show, I had like nothing prepared.
I learned off of that, and I was like, can't be that. Can't do that. Dude,
Really?
bro. We got there, right? Obviously, I understand. Like, it's happened so many times on this show, so I totally understand, respect it. And I respected that you were like, oh, she still wants to go. Let's fucking do it, bro. We got there. She had her she has her mics. She fucking forgot her little thing for the laptop to connect the mics. So we had to we sat in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And we recorded off her laptop's mic.
You gotta admit, you couldn't even tell though.
You couldn't even tell.
Nope.
It actually sounded pretty good. And I was like, oh wow.
That's Apple for you. That's a sign. Maybe you should get an Apple phone.
Get something Apple related. You know what? For Christmas, I'm gonna text your grandma, like, bro, get him a fucking iPhone or something. Your grandma? I said your girlfriend.
Oh, my girlfriend?
Bro, damn, Android and can't hear. Come on, dog.
But yeah, I'm kind of impressed that my laptop was able to pick up the audio the way it did.
Shout out Apple. Apple. If it wasn't for Apple, none of this would be possible.
Yeah,
honestly.
And that's like all my videos I do on my
On your Mac?
on my iPhone.
Oh, on your iPhone. Have you tried the program that I told you to try?
Which one?
Spotify.
Oh yeah,
podcasting.
that's Spotify for podcast. Yeah, I use it now to upload all my podcasts.
Oh, nice.
But like I'm talking about like my videos. Like when I film for my podcast, I literally use my phone.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, did you ended up? I
Yeah,
know I told you about it. I wasn't sure if you tried
I
it.
did.
Or not.
Honestly, it's so much better than Podbean, because I was using Podbean at first.
Yeah.
That sucked. I hated it.
I've never heard of it, so I was like,
yeah. I don't recommend.
Now, I know earlier, if you would have been able to start a lot more earlier, they gave you a free sponsor.
Really?
Yeah. I have only one podcast that's monetized. But that was because I stopped. It's very little, super little. Like, this was actually my first guest ever, and then I don't promote it at all. It has 12 cents right now, but I don't care. I was like, whatever, I ain't tripping.
Fair.
No. You're doing a lot of shit. You're doing a lot of stuff.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, I'm so sleep deprived.
You are, well, obviously you're filming, your podcast Built for the Hustle. You're looking for guests. I'm pretty sure this is not just oh, whatever, you're actually trying to think oh, maybe this person or this person or whatever, you also do a lot of TikTok videos for your personal, and then you have your real estate. And
my XRP.
And
Gen XRP.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
That hasn't popped up in my page in a while.
Yeah, so me and my dad have kind of taken a hiatus just because our household has been a little crazy lately. We've just had work and family stuff going on. So it's been a little hard to juggle it, but fun fact, we're actually going to film this weekend. So
okay, so making a comeback?
Yes.
No tease. Hey, I'm pretty sure that's going to come out first then this one, maybe.
My crypto ones?
Yeah.
Maybe. We're going to try and batch film, because that's what we were doing before. We were batch filming and then posting throughout the week. But, I mean, I started my career and I was the one who was managing everything on it. And as soon as my work started picking up, my dad also works. So it was like, oh my gosh, nobody can manage this now. And so it got kind of hard. And then my grandmother moved in. And so it's just been crazy. And so it's just kind of trying to find this new balance of how we can make that work.
Of course.
But yeah.
I feel like that's grandmothers, man. When they move in, it's
I know,
over,
right?
dog. It's over.
The sad part is that I don't even get good food.
You don't?
No.
She doesn't cook?
No.
Damn.
If it wasn't for me and my dad, we would never really have good food in the house. Me and my dad are the cooks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. Shout out your mom.
Well, I mean, she cooks, but she doesn't love it. So I'm like more adventurous about it. I don't know if you've seen like my Instagram stories, but sometimes like I'll cook super like cool things.
Real estate agent, you're doing
Yeah.
TikToks like that. How is that? How is it balancing, you know, all of these different I'm gonna go ahead and say career, because all of them can really give you a career
Yeah.
if you really think about it. Either you take the real estate route, or you take, you know, the, I would say, content creation route,
Influencer.
influencer. You know,
I'm not gonna lie, there's some days where like I do nothing.
okay,
Like there's days where I will quite literally choose to do absolutely nothing all day.
but that's because of you. You want that.
Well, because I burn out.
Okay.
And it's like I can't function if I don't give my body that rest. But those days are very few in between. Then like on my day to day, like actual life, when I'm having to do all this, like it's crazy. Like tomorrow, let me give you a rundown of my schedule tomorrow. And this will probably change in the morning because it
Okay.
always does. Nothing ever goes as I plan. But I'm supposed to wake up early, go to the gym, and then I'm supposed to meet one of my clients at a location that they're trying to lease because we're trying to measure out. Oh, fun fact. Okay, I actually do real estate, commercial and residential. I do drafting freelance, so that takes up some time. I do all the social media stuff. I do my podcast, and then I do tiny house, right? Oh, and then I'm heavily involved at my church. Let's keep all that in mind for tomorrow's schedule. So yeah, anyways, I drafted some plans for this location that we're going to go visit tomorrow. And we need to go measure, make sure the design I came up with is going to make sense for my client.
Yeah.
And so that's going to take some time. Hi.
We have guests.
Hi. It's okay. But yeah, and so we're going to try to do all that. It's been a pain in the butt to get a hold of the listing agent. Worst part of my job, like real estate stuff, is other agents. I swear it's the hardest thing to like find somebody that's easy to work with that is going to answer your calls on the other end of any deal. It's insane. Anyways, besides the point. So that's tomorrow, and then I have to film a podcast right after that.
With a guest?
Yes.
Cool.
So it's a pastor, well, an ex-pastor from the church I go to. And right after that, my dad is meeting me at the same location so we can film for Gen XRP. And then right after that, I'm babysitting from like 5 to 8. Yeah.
There goes your Saturday.
My entire Saturday is like blown. I have
Damn.
no Saturday.
When was the last time you had a Saturday?
Honestly, don't remember.
Well, it should be like, oh, last Saturday.
Maybe. I don't remember. My days like don't feel like Monday through Sunday. My days feel like Monday every day.
I think that was me last week. I was
Really?
confusing like my days. Well, I forgot who I texted. I think I texted her for a podcast, and I was like, hey, so for today, whatever. And they're
Yeah.
like, today? It's Tuesday. And I was like, huh?
Bro, what?
And they film on Thursdays. So I was
Oh.
like, oh damn, I have my days all fucked up.
Yeah.
So I feel you.
That's like every day it feels like a Monday. Like I wake up Sunday, think like, you know, before like when you were in school, you woke up on Sunday, it's like, oh my gosh, it's Sunday. Like I don't have to do anything. Nope, not for me. Sunday feels like Monday. And so does every other day of the week.
Sundays I feel like blowing my brains out, but that's just me. Because it's Monday the next day and we work.
Yeah, well,
So I hate that shit with a passion.
I don't blame you.
So you also dance.
Yes, I do dance.
You post a couple dancing TikToks here and there with
Yeah.
Dakota.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you know his name?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. He's gonna be
Research.
so happy.
Research.
Okay, Art.
What do you
He's
mean?
gonna feel like
I got some crazy fucking. Oh, yeah.
what?
No, not about you.
Oh, okay.
imagine, bro. Just start like putting like her fucking business out there. Her, what the fuck?
I'm pretty sure my entire life is out there for the internet to see. Well, not everything, but
Maybe like
most of it.
50, maybe like 50%.
50% of my life is out
Look
there.
at the time of like hour you were born and everything.
Like, well, yeah, I know where you were born at. You were,
Okay.
yeah. Ain't you from El Paso?
Yeah, I'm from El Paso.
How did I know that? I don't know.
The world might never know.
But yeah, Dakota. So
Yeah.
your latest dancing video is with Dakota, right? I might be wrong.
No. Well, on TikTok, yes.
I'm right.
On Instagram, the latest one I posted was like on Tuesday or Monday. Tuesday, yeah. I posted one on Tuesday.
Okay. Didn't see that one.
It was on my story, so you
Sorry.
probably won't ever see it.
Ever.
Too late.
I'll be alright.
Yeah. Well, you missed out.
Did I?
Yeah.
I think I would have just.
It was pretty bomb. I choreographed it.
What song was it?
It's called Paper Bag by Fiona Apple.
Never heard of it. If it ain't Drake or Travis Scott, we're good.
Oh my god, you just don't know
You
good
danced
music.
a little Uzi Vert song though.
Oh, I took that down.
Fuck you, bro. I was so surprised when you put that out there. I was like, what the hell?
So, okay, want to know something funny?
What?
When I started doing real estate, I had to like heavily clean out my social media.
You serious?
I'm dead serious. And so if you go on my TikTok, like my personal one, I want to say like 75% of my videos are private now.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm glad I faked my whole persona on her podcast. The odds are against us.
Completely.
I was just talking about how we had like a lot of interruptions, and then Javi tells us the camera's about to die.
So now we're down to one.
So now we're down to one.
Yeah.
But we talked about a good amount of stuff. Honestly.
Yeah, we have.
And I feel like we're a really good spot to end it. Well, first off, I want to say thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
It's I feel like we've talked about it for a while now.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, you know, like whenever I feel like it's ready, and I feel like, hey, it's perfect, you know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like, let me think about how I'm gonna say this, because I was gonna say it's so fucking weird. I was gonna say there's a lot of little girls out there. There's a lot of individuals out there
Yeah.
who want to learn how to balance stuff the way that you do.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an easy road. It really isn't. It might be for you. I don't know. But I assume it has its, you know, challenges, its up and downs. What piece of advice would you be able to give them?
Well, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I mean, there's days where, and I think when anyone is trying to pursue anything, you have good days and you have bad days. And I think what makes people different than most are those who are able to get through those bad days without letting doubt stop you from chasing your dreams. And, you know, there's days where I wake up and I'm like, I don't want to do today. Like, I don't have the energy. And the mistake that I think our generation makes is letting our feelings control our lives. Like, people will find themselves in a rut, like, oh my gosh, like, I'm not doing any good. I'm not seeing any progress. Like, I'm wasting my time. And they'll throw their hands up and be like, this just doesn't make me feel good. When in reality, success, like real success, has nothing to do with feelings. And so I think my biggest piece of advice is to completely eliminate your feelings from absolutely everything. And I'm not saying, you know, disregard your mental health, disregard your life, but I'm saying, like, if you make it a choice to wake up in the morning, to go work out, to read, to pursue your dreams, whatever it is, whatever that best version of your life is, choose to do those things, because nobody else is going to do it for you. And the moment that you throw your hands in the air is a moment that you completely stop pursuing that life.
I think out of all the 20-something guests I've had, I think this is like the best piece of advice.
Oh, thank you.
Well-worded piece of advice I've ever gotten. Honestly.
Really? Oh,
no talking, you know, no shit to anybody, but that was really good.
Thank
It just sucks that we're in this fucking angle. It would have been perfect, like it was just on her. But dude, that's dope. That's awesome. You know, I feel like that's That's a pretty good piece of advice
Yeah.
for anybody who's struggling or just wants to learn.
And, you know, take it from me, like, I won't sugarcoat it. I don't really talk about it on my social media, but, you know, I've gone through moments of my life where I really, like, feel like a failure, like I'm not doing anything. And I know for some people who know me personally, that is so hard to believe because I'm so young and I've done so many things. And I'm not saying that to, like, sound conceited, but it's true. Like, I've graduated college early, you know, I've done the tiny house. Like, I did all that before I was 18. And so for me to sit in front of my friends and my family and tell them I feel like a failure, to them, it's like almost like, wait, what? Like, that makes no sense. And so I have to come back to earth and remind myself, like, hey, no, like, this isn't a race, but you need to understand that you're in a point of your life where not everything's going to be perfect, and the only one who can control where you're going to end up is yourself.
Yeah.
And so when I start to see it that way and start to understand that my feelings are my greatest enemy, and I think for females it's more so than males, I start to understand that, hey, my mind is playing games on me, and I can definitely do more.
Well, that's some deep shit right there. But very, very meaningful and very like well worded and well spoken.
Thank you.
I feel like you have such a talent with stuff like that, honestly. But
Thanks.
again, you know, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
I wish you nothing but the best, and pretty sure we'll work on other stuff later on.
I hope so. I've been trying to work with other projects for a
Bro,
while.
like every time I do like, oh, whatever, she's always there, and I'm like, I don't see her in this. Not yet, not yet. There's something coming though. Like we talked about it today.
Yeah.
Don't want to put it out yet, but yeah, you know, I'm very grateful you're here. Thank you again for coming.
Of course.
And then stay tuned for next week. Don't know who the guest is yet. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Stay tuned for tomorrow, Graveyard Shift. Thank you, Nat.
Thanks.
And I hope you have a nice night.
You too.
right.
Bye, y'all. Okay. Awesome.
How do you guys gonna go? To get back to see, 'cause I don't know where the road is.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I don't know where yours is.
Okay. Where's the trash can?
You can put it.
Dude, I forgot to bring the bin.
Oh my god.
I literally